Friends, after a long hiatus, on the previous episode of our adventure, the Flandolin 5, um, let's see, what did we start with? Oh, okay, so we began with Tantine meeting up with Jhessail Greycastle in the castle, and Jhessail going on to explain how she appreciated Tantine's work in bringing about this Syracist threat to her attention, and she formed a new guild, I would say, or a new chapter in her Blackguard army called the Seekers of Truth. Tantine is the captain or the leader of this new chapter, and he is in charge of ridding Phlan of any Syracist taint that he can find. He began that quest in our last adventure and was able to root out one Syracist that had entered Phlan, and he was also able to garner the trust of two of Phlan's blackguards under his command now, who are also in the Seekers of Truth Guild. They are the two guards on the bridge on the west and eastern end, one per side. Oh yeah, the Black Order of Truth. I'm sorry, that's correct. Thank you. And that was pretty much the recap for Tantine. He questioned some traveling merchants that came into Phlan, finding out that the one that they did in fact capture it was a Syracist and was attempting to convert them on the road and begin his conversion in the city. So with that Syracist being captured and currently in the Blackguard prison under heavy watch, that is where Tantine left off. In the last episode, Toast had some fun in the inn, courtesy of Maximus Power's pocket, I believe? Or was it Magrom's pocket?
Magrom.
Magrom paid for it. Toast is also gaining in his druidic abilities, finding new power. Not much happened for Toast, I don't think. Magrom was able to obtain a new contract from the Thieves Guild here in Phlan called the Welcomers. There is an estate sale happening in Phlan. Funny enough, the same estate that he pickpocketed the halfling who came to Phlan to settle said estate. The bounty or the contract is on his person, so that is one avenue that Magrom can take. A new hero joined the Phlan 5 after Maximus decided to retire due to the traumatic events of the Syracists' incursion and his mother. So Derek has joined the party, a cleric of Merkel, who knows where his intentions lie, however. Gertie Hooktail is just still along for the ride, seeming to be a part of your quest through kinship, having endured the troubles that you all have experienced. So where we left off, on the table right now, you have a quote-unquote quest to free or find information on what happened to the blacksmith, the head blacksmith of Alero's Blacksmithy. Alero himself, the owner, has given you guys a quest to complete to find his blacksmith. His rewards are as follows. He will give you a 15% discount on all goods going forward if the blacksmith is found. And if returned alive, he will provide you all with a silvered weapon. The other quest is obviously Magrom's estate sale quest, contract. You also were told about the strange goblin mage in the town named Kraglin is looking for some special materials, looking for adventurers to assist him with that. Those are the three quests on the table currently, and of course the overall arcing theme of rooting out the Syracists within Phlan and finding out what your next steps are after the city has been purged. So I will leave that with you, fine folks, on which direction you want to proceed. Take it away, boy! And yes, we have new indicators. Whee!
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
How do I do that?
Point T.
T.
T for Tantine and toast.
Oh, we can see our dots too.
This is where I pooped. Well, I didn't know about that. Who learned about the goblin?
That was brought up in a conversation with, I think it was maybe in the Welcomers Guild, when Magrom asked about contracts with the rumor monger.
Oh, so I don't know about that yet.
Magrom, thank you for the good night. I dislike you less.
I just kind of stare at him as he's rubbing it. Did you guys notice this pile of future garbage?
Where?
Use my point.
Ew, what the fuck? That's the random shit that pops up in these pre-made maps sometimes. That makes no sense.
Right, future garbage.
Now I'm looking for future garbage.
I think Kraglin was, you were going to get that axe, like, looked at.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Oh, yeah, that's how it came about. After Alero identified the item for you, he mentioned that Kraglin was an enchanter also, and that he was looking for some heroes to assist him in some alchemical ingredient collection.
Oh. Now that we have those soldiers on the lookout for Sirius, I think that gives us some time to deal with our outlying problems.
What do you have in mind? Gertie says.
Two things. I did make a promise to Aleros that I would help look for that blacksmith
Aye.
prior
real
to.
quick,
Yeah.
do I know about the blacksmith?
No, you do not, because that
I know
was
nothing.
Maximus
Okay,
powers,
I wasn't
right?
sure if she told me up at the castle. Okay.
So Gertie speaks up and says, "Ah, yes, the blacksmith that ventured north through the northern gate a week ago and never came back."
He probably was taken by Sirius.
I do have a feeling it was a Sirius that might have done it.
Sirius,
My hooves are
I am
itching
getting
to be out of
hungry.
this city. I wouldn't mind an adventure in the woods.
We might have to make it.
If it's
They are
slaughtering
delicious.
Sirius, let's go.
A stone.
Right,
Bring
we
me
may.
the stone. Sorry.
We
rip
might
my
want to
teeth as I laugh.
might want to make a stop
too,
at Boblin the Goblin's tower.
Boblin the Goblin.
He lives on the other side of town.
Does he? Is his tower not on the north side?
Yeah, his tower is south of the Welcomers Guild, or east of the Welcomers Guild.
Goblin's always up to no good.
Southeast.
Well, I heard he needs something doing, and it might benefit us to go there before we look for the smith.
I've seen him walk about. He creeps me the right out.
Alright, so you just want to go look for the blacksmith?
Oh, I need to
No
get out
doubt.
of
No
this
doubt
city.
the Sirius are involved. Let's go.
Okay, so
Alright.
you guys can make your way towards the bridge.
Let's see here. What time of day is this? We kind
It
of
is
did
about
this
3.
earlier. Okay.
Or no, you guys slept.
This was pretty early, right?
Yeah, so I think it's probably like 11 o'clock.
I puff my chest out with my insignia.
Okay. So these guards start to approach you, and then this guard in the center says, "Stand down." And he steps aside for you, fine folks.
I'm just going to inform him that we have to run some errands involving looking for Sherish, and to, keep doing what he's doing, what I have him doing, and send any further Searsists up to the dungeons.
Okay.
Cut out their tongue.
Okay, so you guys make it across the bridge without incident.
Are these the same on this side? I can't remember which guards we
Yeah, so there's one guard on each end of the bridge.
Okay. So do you say the same thing?
He lets you through also, yes. Yep, that's the only way to go.
I'll just assume Tantine told him the same thing then.
Yep. So you guys can go ahead and proceed towards the tower without incident.
I don't know which way the tower is.
We're going to the tower?
You're going to see the goblin, right?
Well, we were gonna do blacksmith, but we can go to the goblin.
Oh yeah, I thought you were doing the goblin before you went out.
It sounded like no one wanted to, so I was like, okay, we'll just
to the goblin.
Whatever you guys want, you tell me.
I'm already at the goblin.
Is that giant tower?
Yes.
I'm trying to get to the. Oh, there we go. Okay. Be wary. There's wild magic around here.
Okay, so as you guys approach the tower, it is tall and ominous, and on the top floor, you notice flashing different colored lights that just seem to strobe at no particular rhythm. They just happen all the time, concurrently. And you also notice large elementals walking about the grounds of the tower, almost in patrol, but seeming to pay you no mind as you approach the staircase.
Tantine, you said you had business here. Lead the way.
Oh, okay. Knock, knock, knock.
Okay, so you slam your fist against the door, and all of the elementals that were walking around suddenly stop and look at you, but do not make a move towards you at all. And then through this elemental in particular, you hear a screeching goblin voice erupt from the holes within where the mouth would be. Oi, what do you want?
I was told that you have an errand for some adventurers to run.
Oh, yes. Are you talking about collecting some alchemical ingredients for me?
Yes.
Tell me, do you know the difference between a newt tail and a salamander tail?
Yep.
Make a nature check.
Yeah, he says, yep. He has no clue.
Oh, I sure do. A newt tail is slimy. No. A salamander tail is slimy and a newt tail is not.
Or you, tall boy?
And Toast whispers under his breath, he goes, "That's a fine-looking Trinity over there." He's kind of, yes.
Tell me, you look to be a druid. Do you know the difference between a newt tail and a salamander tail?
Should I roll?
Yeah, advantage. With advantage, though. Holy shit, please. Okay, so you give an appropriate response, and the door to the castle opens.
I'll be right there.
And Toast winks at the Trinit.
The what?
The tree.
Oh, the
tree.
tree.
He winks.
Okay. It just looks motionless and blank.
Okay.
So as you guys enter the foyer of the tower, you notice it is fucking filthy. There's just shit everywhere. It seems to be almost like a stable in some ways. But the doors kind of open for you as you approach, and the staircase leading up is the only available path for you.
Oh, dang it. Oh, I'm spell. Anything passively perceived as we're traveling up these stairs?
You just see blank cobblestones as you climb the tower. Alright, so stop there, Tantine.
I gotta chop the roof off. I can't see.
Yeah, what's the cut plane?
I'm gonna fix that for you. Right
250.
now. You want me to teleport? Are you guys having troubles? I'll get you.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not letting me cut the building. What have I been doing wrong? It's been a little while.
250. Lock the green.
This is one of the nicest buildings I have been to in Phlan.
Love it.
He's serious.
Oh, there he is over there. Look at him.
30. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So as you guys crest the top of the staircase, you see a goblin in fine-looking robes and a staff, hard at work on the table, on the north end of the tower.
Who goes there? Oh, you're the heroes, yes. Yes, and heroes you look to be. Which one was the tall one?
He's behind
Ah,
you.
yes.
You.
Yes, you.
They call me Toast.
Ah, Toast you are. You seem to be the brains of this operation.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. So what I need are some alchemical ingredients.
And he runs over to the table here and shuffles around and finds one scrap of parchment with some writing on it.
Yes, here it is, here it is, here it is.
And he comes over and hands it to you.
Alright. Takes it.
So on the piece of paper, you see scribbled different alchemical ingredients. They seem to be body parts mostly.
Would I roll medicine or? Nature?
No, you're gonna just see the paper, and on it is written owlbear beak, a ghoul nail.
Hold on. Okay, can somebody write this down for me? I do not have the setup to.
I'll put it in the D&D channel.
All right.
So, owlbear beak, ghoul nail, a lock of hair, and an overtooth.
Any kind of hair?
Oops.
What's Magrom doing? Stealing alchemical things from that table?
I hope so.
Let him those potion bottles over
Yeah, get him, Magrom.
Okay. So he hands you that parchment. He says,
If you could bring these to me, I would be most grateful. And I do have a couple items I would throw your way.
Yes, we will be on the lookout.
Excellent, most excellent.
Sir,
Yes?
Toast was wondering. He had
Who
me
are
hold.
you?
I'm Tantine.
Are you a black fist boy?
Yes.
Ah,
Toast had me holding on to this. We fear it might be cursed, and I was wondering if you could assist us with removing the curse. And I will show him the axe.
okay, so he looks at it.
Sit it on the table there, lad.
Set it on the table.
Hmm.
You see him wave his gnarled goblin hands over the axe, and he closes his eyes, and you see light blue glow emanate over the axe.
Yes, there's a lot of rage in this weapon. I do know of ways to dispel the more angry spirits within the weapon, but leave the powerful enchantment upon it. It's not going to be cheap.
What kind of cost will be attributed to that kind of magic?
Well, what's the base price of the weapon?
20 gold.
I may be a goblin, but I'm not an idiot.
Did Aurelio tell me?
Yes. Around 750 gold.
Oh, good, because I wrote down more. 750 gold.
What'd you write down?
Don't
Oh,
worry
wait.
about it.
What'd you write down?
Too late.
Let's see if I wrote it down.
2,000 gold.
Yeah,
actually don't know.
I got him with a deception.
Yep.
The GM in real life.
Yeah.
Magrom, steal those potions on the table.
I believe, do you know Aiello? The blacksmith shop? He appraised
No,
it.
but I know Alero.
Alero. He appraised it at around 700 gold base price.
Alright, make a deception check.
Deception, that's only $50 cheaper. He won't
Make a
know.
deception check.
He won't know.
Ah,
Are you sure it was 700?
it was something around 700, maybe 750.
Tantine, do you have any hair under that helmet of yours? He is looking for a lock from an orc.
I don't want any lying orc hair. I want truth-telling orc hair.
I've got
I understand.
I've got some special orc hair under my cod piece.
Oh my gosh. Andy.
You know what? I like the cut of your jib. I'll do it for 500 gold.
Oh dang. Okay. I will take that offer.
Excellent. Do you have the coin now?
I can pay you 400 gold now, and the rest upon completion of bringing you the items you require. Will that suffice?
I'll tell you what. I'll do it for 400. But the enchantment won't be as powerful.
So basically what he's going to do is if he does it for 400, every time you make an attack, you'll have to roll a d20. And if you roll a natural 1, you're going to go berserk.
Okay.
Alright. 'Tis a deal.
What was the I forgot what the benefits were, but no big deal.
It's a +1 axe.
It's a +1 axe. Does it still?
I thought it did something else, or was it just the berserk?
No, the berserk. I mean, it's a really big disadvantage. I mean, especially if you're a heavy melee party.
Yeah, the curse is a super berserk curse, but it does. On top of it, it will give me a hit point, 1 hit point increase for each level. That's an additional attribute for the axe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought there was something else.
All right,
Yeah, there's
so
flavor text to it.
40. I hand him the 400 gold.
Okay, so he takes it and he just throws it in the cauldron behind him. The coin's just rattling around, and then he places his staff on the axe, and you see him like gripping the staff tightly, and the blue glow turns to red, and he starts to pull the staff away, almost like they're attracted together through magnetism, and he's just pulling, and you see a white ethereal shape come out of the axe. And it looks like it's almost there, but the tip end of the tail of this ethereal spirit breaks and sucks back into the axe, but the spirit absorbs into the goblin staff, and then kind of holding it shakily, he walks over to this coiled desk here, places it against the coil, and you see the staff dissipate, and the ethereal entity goes into the the vial and disappears.
Oh, he was a mad one, that's for sure. All right, lad, that'll be 400 gold.
I hand him the 400 gold.
Another 400 gold?
No, the original 400 gold.
He already threw it in the cauldron.
Okay, then I'll take my axe off the desk.
Oh, I tried.
You bled me dry,
Oh,
but I appreciate it. Your skills appear to be unparalleled. We will work our best to get you those items you require.
That would be wonderful. They need to be pristine. I don't want any chipped teeth, or chipped nails, or chipped beaks.
Do you have any leads on where there might be a owlbear nest nearby?
No, that is your job, or else I would have done it myself.
Okay. I'll find a witcher. Thank you.
Oi, and tell that head wizard at your Blackguard keep that I still think he is a foul man, and my powers far exceed his.
Hi. Yoda.
You got a Yoda feel.
You just laugh like Yoda. Alright, off to save the blacksmith and maybe find an owlbear.
Okay,
And-
so I'll teleport you guys out of the tower. So as you take your first step out of the tower, you feel yourselves in the fresh air, and you're taking your last step down of the staircase in the outside of the tower, but it felt like a seamless transition for you. Why are you hit?
Like,
were you doing
like
something,
almost-
Magrom? I'm sorry.
I don't know, he typed that he was back, sorry, and then he... Either if he was talking, he's muted, or... He didn't say anything after that.
Who am I missing?
The boner man is up top.
Narik!
Oh shit, you're gonna have to come down because I forgot to make you a... Hang on, I'll make you a unique guy right now. There you go. Okay.
Right, well
So-
that happened.
Yeah. Off to find the...
trickery.
It is hard to find good people in this city.
Like the goblin?
Yes.
Depends on your definition of good.
Hey, why are you hidden? There you go. Alright, so
Alright.
now it is about 1 o'clock.
I think we should make our way to the north gate. Speedway.
Two.
I heard there was pizza.
Speed north, speed north.
Speed north. Ooh. Speed north. I've never left the city. I started sweating.
If I take one more step, it'll be the furthest I've been.
Say it in the right voice.
I can't do Samwise Gamgee.
Bring me the stout!
Oh, that voice. Oh.
Well, welcome to the north gate of Phlan, gentlemen. The fresh air of the northern woods coasts down the open trail to you as you leave the city gates, and a feeling of outdoors and freshness welcomes your sensibilities away from the putrid and highly civilized, well, populated town of Phlan.
You said this blacksmith was last seen north. Is that all the information that you have?
Yeah. Magrom, did you hear anything else?
No.
I think we're missing Gertie.
Gertie.
Ain't no big thing but a chicken wing. Looks... Oh, the loggers are to our left.
Yeah, so as you're approaching the end of the city gates, you hear commotion in the woodlands, loggers hard at work, and you see quite a few trees that have been felled and are working on being piled, all in an effort to rebuild the city of Phlan after the destruction of the Green Dragon. A lot of these timbers were used in the reconstruction of Alhabo Castle and a lot of the homes within Phlan, and you can see where that lumber now comes from. Oops, Birdie's back here. Where'd you guys go?
You moved us into the ocean. I don't.
Oh, I did? I meant to move Gertie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you threw us all in the ocean.
Sorry.
I thought you were just gonna change map.
There you go. So as you guys are walking down the road, I need Tantine and Magrom to make perception checks. Okay, so Tantine, having a military and regimented mind like you remember seeing, you remember things in your travels, especially on people that look to be of interest and people that especially look like they know how to fight. And you see this figure standing by this log here, and he is the exact same man that was able to escape from the Cyricist incursion at the beginning that jumped out the window.
He looked familiar.
Hey, what's up, Proxus?
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna get another companion.
Hey, who's that bloke?
So he's got his greatsword resting against the log. His visored helmet is down, and he seems to be messing with some rations in his hand, particularly an apple. And you notice when he goes to take a bite, he just lifts the visor just enough for his mouth to be able to partake in eating the apple.
He's a Mandalorian.
We never learned his name, right?
What's his skin color?
You cannot tell. Well, you can from the
I see his-
face. It is a olive colored skin tone.
Olive.
He's a filthy orc. I mean,
Ooh, he's got hair that. He's a non-lying orc. Probably need his hair.
you get it?
Come on, Toast, get up here.
And I
Excuse
don't
me.
mean olive. I'm sorry. I don't mean olive like orc. I mean olive like Greek.
Oh.
Oh.
So as you guys
Excuse
approach,
me.
his hands fall to his sides, and he's still got the apple, but the visor's down, and you just see his head turn to look at you as you approach.
Remember when
Excuse me. We are looking for ingredients.
That'll work.
Do you know where we can find an owlbear beak, a ghoul nail, a lock of hair from an orc, or an ogre tooth? But the lock of hair from an orc has to be from a truthful orc.
Only the purest.
You look familiar, Blackguard.
Hmm. Yes, I was one of the ones that destroyed and smited all of those Cyricists that tried to convert you, that you ran from.
And I helped.
He turns to the side and looks at Magrom, and he says, "Yeah, you look familiar too, dwarf. See, you made it out of there."
I
Yeah.
was not there, but I cleaned up after them.
And your stench of cowardice led me here.
You see his shoulders rise slightly, almost as if in a chuckle, and he says, "I knew what was going on. I didn't want any part of it. And I knew I was going to be the only one there that had any sensibilities left about him."
Not the only one.
And
We all-
the visor helm nods. And, he looks to the dwarf and he says, "What about you? Did you make it out unscathed?"
And I just like white wizard him and show him my chest.
What does that mean?
I go, "You're looking at one of the Black Order of Truth."
Okay.
You remember that fancy boy that was up there? He couldn't handle it.
Ah, the Tavern boy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was a puddle of goop when we found him.
No. Well, if you don't mind, I'll be on my way. I was
Do
leaving.
you have any of those ingredients or know where we can get them?
Sorry, big boy. Not
It
my
is okay.
How long you been hanging around the gate?
I just finished up some business in Phlan. Stopped here for a rest. Been
Wondering
here
if...
about an hour or so.
Oh, I see. We were off to see if we could find the blacksmith, if you've heard. He's been gone missing.
Haven't heard a peep. Had to leave Phlan pretty quickly. Been hanging out in the woods here to gather my things before I set off on the road.
Well, I don't think that they were lying when we all were at that meeting for the Zenerum. What was your stake in it?
My stake's my own.
Is
But
it-
I believe the Zenerum were truthful, and they didn't know they were infiltrated at the time. But I do need to report back and tell them what happened.
Might we at least know where you hail from?
Make a persuasion.
I will persuade you with my black metal helmet. A 13.
13?
Yeah.
I'm from the Sword Coast. Well, I won't keep you lads any longer. Travel safe.
Alright, bye, Proxus.
Safe travels.
And you see him pick up his greatsword with one hand and lob it over his shoulder. And he makes his way east into the woods.
That's not even a path.
It is for him.
Who hangs out on the outskirts of the city? He was just attacked by Sirius for 3 days.
Well, knowing
Toast.
how he exited the scene in the inn, he's probably just being extra cautious and leaving the city, not through the city.
What a
That was
strange
weird.
fella.
That was strange. Seems like the kind of guy whose only true love was murdered by Sirius.
And as he was walking into the forest, you could have sworn you heard two voices talking.
Huh.
I'm just kidding.
Alright, well, if you want me to walk around the woods for an hour, if that's what the viewers want.
If that's what the viewers want. Okay, so you guys.
I say we go follow him.
I hope you weren't trying to make more out of their interaction with that guy.
No, not yet.
Oh. Secrets.
I'm always worried we fuck things up.
Because it's like he puts the guy there, and you think that there must be
that's
some...
that's the lovely part of D&D. Maybe I'm just reiterating that he exists. Maybe there's something you could have done. Maybe there's something you couldn't have done. Who knows?
Maybe he's really a woman.
Yeah.
What if we just killed
Just like your DEI toast guy.
I
You,
kind of want to just be like every NPC, we just stab him.
Murder hobo run.
That's a quick way to die. That's for sure.
And he just, every corpse we leave, he's like, there's a note detailing everything they were about to tell you.
All right. Let me put you guys on a path.
Hello, adventurer! You couldn't possibly understand my pro.
I keep wanting to do Maximus.
My, what a big sword you...
So traveling north on the road, actually, let's do this first.
And what exactly is this?
Sorry. I'm going as fast as I can. Okay, so here is the city of Phlan. And you boys are heading north into the woods on a northeasterly direction. The river that streams down from the mountains and in through Phlan into the Moonsea always on your left-hand side, kind of as a direction before you get into the very wooded area of the North Phlan Woods. So one tile is approximately... What did I figure? Hang on, I got it written down, sorry. This is what happens when I take a long break. I don't remember shit. So I would say before you guys need to rest, let's see, 500. I need to write this down. So 500 miles is about 74 feet. So what would one tile be? 10 feet, 75. So that's about 66 miles. So how much can you travel in a day without horses? That's the hard part. 3 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's walking.
24 miles a day. 30 miles a day if you're fast. So, I gotta fine tune that. So we'll say you guys have traveled for a day and heading towards the woods.
It should honestly probably be a tenth of that.
You're here. You're about here, about to enter into the edge of the woods. So let's go back to the North Road. So it's getting to the point where, you guys have been walking for quite a while. It is approaching night. Let me fix that. So you can either continue on your journey, or you can find a place to camp. Up to you.
We better turn around because we're headed south.
Oh shit.
Ignore that, yeah.
Yeah, that's bad map placement on my part. Okay, check again.
So, how far did we travel again, real quick? Just the.
So
30 miles?
you're on the forest's edge right now, and you guys have been on the road from 1. It's probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock right now. So you've been on the road for about 8 hours.
8 hours. So in that entire 8 hours, I'm just gonna do one blanket. And hold on. What the heck? I'm gonna do one survival to see if we notice. Oh, geez, any sort of I wanna call it scuffles, tracks, anything survival type that would give us any information on anything that occurred.
I mean, this is a fairly well-traveled road. Even though it is heading north into the woods, with Phlan being an adventurous city, kind of on the frontier here, there are quite a few adventurers that partake in the northern woods. Hunters also. So, I mean, you don't see anything out of the ordinary on this main beaten path. You do... I mean, you rolled a natural 20. So, I mean, deep in the forest, you do see what looks to be a chapel tower coming out of one of the hills within the forest. It looks to be about 2 days' travel in.
All right. Beyond us in the forest, there looks to be a tower sticking amongst the trees on a hilltop. That might be the direction we should head tomorrow.
I wonder if that was the building I was supposed to be taken to learn about Cyric.
If that's the Temple of Cyric, then we must raise it.
I'm just.
That is what
Just raising
the short
my
one
hands up
who's
and
no
down.
longer here was supposed to take me to. With
Okay.
the mustache.
So up to you guys if you want to keep going into the woods, traveling a little, night walk, or if you want to stop and camp. You really aren't fatigued at this point. I mean, having been in the city for so long, your sense of adventure kind of kicks in, and you're not really tired.
I'm fine with walking at
Did you
night.
say 2 days travel?
Yeah, through the forest to get to the chapel peak.
He could see 2 days worth of travel.
Well, from what he can look, I mean, if looking in the distance, you can estimate how long it's going to take you to get somewhere, especially if it's a thickly wooded area. I mean, you can roll a nature check if you want, Chad.
I'm having problems with my. I gotta fix something.
He's just hunched over that bone.
Yeah, I mean, gauging the forest topography and the elevation of where the peak tips up. I mean, you make a general estimation that it'll be 2 days travel through the woods to get there.
Grab. I'm gonna look around for some foraging food.
All right, make a nature check.
Is it survival or nature?
Oh, survival, yeah.
Oh.
Rivals forwards for sure.
Oh.
It's poisoned.
Toast is also gonna look around.
This well-trotted area seems to be picked pretty clean of edibles, forageable, edible items. Edibles. Aside from the occasional frog that jumps into the stream as you approach.
I can set up a campfire if you all want.
Toast.
I'm alright to keep walking a little.
We still have the sunset to guide our path. I'd
Okay.
say we travel for at least a couple more hours.
All right.
In the direction of the tower.
To the tower direction.
So who has dark vision?
Me and Tantine. And maybe Furball.
Okay, so what's the mark?
No, I don't.
I will pick up the rear.
Yeah, you will. Cantine's leading.
60 feet. Is that what you asked?
Yeah, I figured 66 feet.
He's our fearless leader.
But if we need a light, I can make one.
Can't.
Do not fear the dark. I was born in it.
But you can't see in it?
Okay, so as you guys veer off the beaten path and head into the North Phlan woods, it gets a little bit more otherworldly to the you city folks. The trees encapsulating the scenery, some crags poking up here or there, but you're heading into the thick of the forest, and after about another 4 hours of travel, you come to what looks to be a clearing in the forest with a pathway, almost like a wider deer trail through the wilds of the forest that veers to the east towards the chapel peak that Derek saw. So go ahead and make a perception, whoever's leading.
I almost said a persuasion. 16.
Okay, so you don't notice anything in the clearing as you approach. Go ahead and you guys can continue along the way.
I can't do anything.
Yeah, I'm not visible.
Did I summon you guys? Oh, why is
No.
it doing that? Sorry. Or can you guys see it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I always laugh when I read pee pee poo poo fox.
Yeah.
Should we set up a camp at this clearing? It's right off the trail.
Yeah.
Toast,
So
do
it's
your
about
thing.
2 in the morning now.
Alright. He holds his hand out and goes, toast. Sets up a nice campfire.
Okay.
Then also looks around for vegan food to eat.
Make a okay. So yeah, you find some mushrooms sprouting up in the moonlight in the forest clearing, especially on that dead log that Tantine's in front of. Quite a few chickens of the forest and some a couple morels too, actually.
Oh, wow.
I'm hungry as well.
All right, so you are also able to find some wild onions too. With that roll, you're able to find some wild onions growing in the clearing. Sorry, I'm trying to find.
Accidentally start a forest fire.
So Gertie kind of stays by the fire, looking behind, keeping a on your 6.
I'm gonna roast my finds.
Okay, you pull out your camping skillet and begin to cook away, creating a forced medley for you to eat.
I'm doing the same.
Tantine, make a perception check.
I will perceive for the crew. Hold on. Hold on.
You should be guiding him.
And
Okay, what's the total?
15.
Okay.
I've guided my eyes.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Nothing. Oh, I see nothing. It's my guidance.
So, Lord Magrom. Gertie approaches the fire, takes a nice whiff, and she says, "Oh, that smells good." So now that we're all pretty acquainted, what would one need to do to become a member of the Welcomers Guild?
Well, first you gotta keep your mouth shut.
She bows and smirks and says, "Fair enough. I figured with the present company it would be fine speaking openly about it."
Hey, look over there. Yeah, the black ones still don't exactly know.
Well, that is why I asked present company.
And I'd like to keep it that way for the moment.
All right, fair enough. Trade secrets and all.
Well,
Well,
actually, my leader's off to Melvant, and I may or may not have given him a scroll when I was not of the right mind.
you're the guild master. You gave him the scroll?
I'm rubbing the back of my neck. Well, yeah, that's what they told me to do.
Oh boy, Timora. Where's he headed? Melvon?
Yeah. I got Tantine to agree to help me find him. But we're out here in the woods.
Ah. Well, I'm sure he won't enter the city without my guild knowing about it, but I'm curious to know what he plans to do once he's in the city.
Yeah, he didn't share exactly. He just said he was gonna find help, and I quote out the air.
I'm sure he knows the guild master in Melvant. Oh, this does not bode well. But out of our hands at the moment.
I'm to set it right. He is me mentor.
When did he leave?
What is the timetable now? Like 6 days ago?
So he's probably, knowing Barnabas, he's probably just about to enter Melvant within the day or two. Because it takes normal travel 10 days. Or no, what did I? Shit, see, that's what I don't remember.
We could just say
'Cause
it
you,
was 10 days.
Because
That's so
Tantine
far.
sent his lackeys into Melvant.
I think you said like a month.
Yeah, by foot a month, but by horse probably 10 days. Yeah.
All right, we'll see. Well, he left nearly a 10-day ago. It was the same day we were all 10.
I wonder if I could send a raven in time to warn them. Shit. I wish I knew this before we left Phlan. Not that it was your fault, of course, but something to consider.
I don't think I even knew she. Did you said you? Yeah, you signed that to me that you were from Melvant.
Yep. Oi, Druid, tall boy.
Yes.
Can you communicate with animals, right?
Yes.
How is your relationship with crows or ravens?
They are my friends.
Do you think you could persuade one to warn my thieves guild? If I give you a name, will they know how to find that person in the city? I don't know how it works.
I can ask them. If you have a note, I can attach. They may take it, they may not. It is up to them.
Oh, the odds. It's better that than anything, I guess. Will you assist me? Will we try it?
Yes.
Alright, so Gertie pulls out a scroll, parchment, and a quill, and hastily writes something. And then you see her approach the fire, and takes some a cork off of a bottle and puts it on a ring that she has, and then presses the ring against the scroll to seal it, and then runs a thick corded, almost like a twine, through the scroll, and then with the empty glass bottle puts it in the glass bottle, recorks it, but enough so that there's like a lasso on the end sticking out. Yeah, summon whatever aerial servant you wish and tie this to its foot, I guess. Alright, Tantine, make another perception.
Why won't you go into the game? Oh no. 8.
Okay.
I just take a big bite of the onion, and then I go,
Yeah.
hey, who am I?
Yeah.
So the summoned companion or the beast this only lasts an hour, so I would have to probably ask a raven in the woods.
Yeah, so I mean you can look around for any aerial servants within the trees currently sleeping if you wish to do
Right.
that.
I raise my hands up and kind of with a low booming voice, I say, "My friends, ravens if possible, I
Alright,
need your assistance."
Alright, make an animal handling with advantage. Okay. So, as you say that, you hear some chittering in the treetops, and a couple ravens come down and perch on the rock next to you, and then they begin to chitter excitedly to you. Um, None of the others understand, but they're basically saying, "Oh, I want to do it! I want to do it! I want to do it!" And then from the other treetop, a large owl comes down, and the crows kind of give deference to him, and he
Harry Potter out.
kind of shoos them away, and he says, "I'm up for the task."
And he goes, "Hello, my friend. This bitch wants to send a note." I will give you what I have found. And he grabs up his morsels that he found. He goes, "This is all I can offer. But she is sending a note to stop the evil from spreading in this world."
Mouse would have been better, but I will do as you ask. Who should I
Alright.
look for?
And he asked Gertie, he goes, "Where is this going to?"
So, she explains to you it is a, almost like a burgundy colored roof amidst a sea of blackened roofs in the northeast section of Melvant. And he is to look for a halfling with brown hair and a red cap.
Alright, so Toast relays the message and ties the bottle to his leg.
Okay. So with that and food in mouth, the owl takes off.
Thank you, my friend.
And you see him fly, gain altitude, and he starts to head east. All right, Tantine, make another perception check. Oh shit.
26.
Okay, so, resting. Let's see, where are you? So resting your back against the tree. You keep a vigilant watch, looking northwest, south. When your gaze turns east, however, you do see the chapel the chapel peak that you guys are heading to. A day and a half away, you estimate, through the thick of the forest. And being a paladin, you almost have a sense that there's something wrong in that direction.
Probably a blacksmith in trouble.
Something, just like a gnawing undertone feeling that you get when you look that direction. But that's all you can discern for now.
Okay.
And that's the final perception check you need to roll. So if you guys wish to rest at this time, you can. Unless there's more RP you want to do. So Gertie kind of leaves, approaches you, Tantine. Oi, big fella, I'll take the rest of the watch if you want to get something to eat.
I'm leaned up against the tree here.
Thank you. I'm so tired.
Mumbling to myself.
What a mumbler. Is Magrom sleeping?
Fear the Reaper.
I don't want another milk.
Yeah. Alright, so you guys are going to go ahead and sleep?
Yeah, I'll set my pack. I set my pack up against the tree.
My face is just facing towards Tantine when he lays down, and my onion breath is going in his mouth.
Ambush, ambush.
Okay. So the night takes you all. You sleep. You are all able to find a restful sleep, especially after such a weary traveling day. The sun rises, not before Gertie at some point comes to waken you, Derek, for the next section of the watch, which you take up without incident. The final watch ends with Toast taking the morning shift as the sun begins to rise. So Toast, go ahead and stand up, and Gertie will be asleep. But the day starts anew.
There it is.
So Gertie's taken the liberty to start some 2 of her rations to start cooking on the grill for you all to break your fast.
Ration, bashing.
Any action last night, Toast, on the watch?
No, I have not have action since Magrom paid for it the other night.
So she goes ahead and distributes to you all some food. The day is yours. Do you wish to continue?
Let us go.
They break down camp, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I throw dirt all over the fire.
I just stop my spell.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, so you guys head northeast.
Oh wait, you can smother and start fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm sure if you can smother it too.
Well, it's so whatever.
It's your cantrip, right? I understand that. Yeah. No, but I wasn't sure if you can start and stop fire.
Well, I mean, I don't think any fire I can stop, but if it's the one I started, I'm pretty sure it's...
No, because that's super cool. Like, what I'm saying is, like, in the future, if you could put out a fire.
There is spells that can do that. You can manipulate it. But Toast likes to see the world burn.
Whoa. Oh, that's where we are. Okay, so there it is. Okay, so you guys travel through the forest. Eventually, you find yourselves coming upon a more well-traveled pathway than what you have experienced so far into the forest. The chapel peak becomes more and more clear and close as you continue along your journey. For flavor, you guys had another non-eventful night camping where you just camped, no incident happened. You started the day, some more travel, and eventually you get to the peak that you saw in the distance now before you, and you see what looks to be like a ruined chapel and a ruined keep The keep is to your right, the chapel is to your left, but the keep was hidden behind much of the forest, whereas the chapel peak being taller, you noticed first. But it is now about 6 o'clock, and a fog has set itself upon this valley in the forest. And I will bring you here, and I will remind you guys, please do not explore yourselves within the map. Don't look farther than what your character can perceive at this time. So let's get you guys in here.
First person mode.
That'd be cool. Can you do that?
Yeah.
What button is it?
I mean, you can if you zoom all the way in, I think.
Oh, I thought you actually could. That would be super cool. Okay.
So as you approach, the clearing opens up and the thick of the forest leaves you. You see a path that leads to the left, heading towards the chapel, and a path leading to the right, towards the keep. I need... So, Toast, from your purview, make a perception check. You do notice there's not much movement in this area, and you do see some smoke coming out of the roof of this hut from your point of view.
I see smoke up ahead coming from a hut. This area is also void of movement.
Can I see? Do we see footprints?
You do
Like,
see...
is it traveled?
Yeah, make a perception on that.
Well, can I roll survival for tracking?
Yeah.
Follow tracks.
Yeah. So, looking at the ground, you do see that there is movement in the area, especially on the pathways. Footprints, muddied footprints. There seems to be quite a lot of bare feet that walk on this path.
I can tell it's a bear from the size.
No, a bear.
No, shoeless feet.
Shoeless foot.
Just checking.
But there is a set of boot prints heading towards the direction that Toast mentioned.
So you said you saw? I don't want to be clear. Toast said he saw the smoke, right?
Yep.
It seems there's a lot of foot traffic headed that direction as well. Could have information leading to our blacksmith we're looking for.
It's true.
I'm gonna go sneak over there and look.
Perfect.
Okay. Roll a stealth. Roll 4 stealth, I should say. Okay. So you're with the fog being so thick in the area, and dusk coming, you are able to slip into the shadows fairly easily.
It's not like an unnatural fog, right? Or can we tell?
Make a... I don't know. What would you want to roll
Arcana.
to determine that?
I would assume it'd be Arcana.
Go ahead.
Or nature?
Yeah. Oh. They're my dice. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So, not only does the fog seem somewhat different to you, but with that roll and your line of work, there is definitely something that piques your senses here. You notice that the fog is fairly unnatural, but you also get an overwhelming feeling of undeath in the area.
Oh, yeah. Undeath. You must love this. Probably bones nearby.
I'm continuing
Depends.
ahead.
Okay, so from here, Magrom, you can see firelight glistening within the hut. Do you want to? So it's up to you. You can either investigate for a bit to see if you see movement, or you can approach.
Can I keep sneaking over there?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna press on the wall here.
Okay, so you hear the fire. It seems it's not a roaring fire. It's a very dim fire at this point. And from that point of view, you are able to see a campsite within the hut.
Do I see any life?
You do not.
I'm gonna slowly creep in.
Okay. So looking in the campsite, you get a better view, and there doesn't seem to be anyone sleeping in there. It is well used. There is some travel packs aside from the campsite, and the fire is almost completely snuffed out. The coals glowing, but a few flames flicker up now and then on some remaining surviving pieces of wood.
I look back because I can see Tantine from here.
Okay.
And I gesture him forward. And then as he's doing that, I'm gonna rifle through some of this.
Okay, go ahead, make a perception. So there in this kit, this is more of like a workman's travel kit. You find bottles of sulfur, some alchemical components, and a hammer, some tongs.
Looks like we got a tradesman here.
Could be remnants of our blacksmith.
I'm gonna check the backpack for signs of something.
Okay, so you find two. Go ahead, roll another one. Sorry, getting ahead of myself.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
so in here you find two travel rations. You find 6 empty pouches of what did contain travel rations, and at the very bottom you find a zipper along the base of the backpack.
I check for traps.
Okay.
Should we be following them?
The pack does not appear to be trapped.
I unzip it.
So within the bottom hidden compartment of the backpack, you find a coin purse and a book.
I look into the book.
So the book appears to be a journal logging the travels of a... what's his name? Truck. It is in a hastily written form, but it talks about, you know, the journal entries speak about jobs, traveling jobs, and then eventually it gets to a point where there's a written entry about working for Alero in the city of Phlan.
I hand the book to Tantine, and I was like, I think we found his campsite. And then I look inside the coin pouch.
So inside the coin pouch,
even though he rifled his fingers all over it, I want to investigate what he handed me, see if it, like, looks like it had cobwebs or dust or had any type of, maybe a passage of time from when it was left here.
the journal.
Yeah.
So Proxys, you find 6 platinum and 7 gold in the coin purse. The journal looks to be in good shape. It does not seem aged. And with that roll, you see, turn to the last page, and the last journal entry was from 2 days ago, about looking for a certain object in an abandoned ruin. in the northern woods of Phlan.
Interesting.
How much was
But
in this?
leading up to that, you found quite a few entries about his, not anger, but his, what's another word for dissatisfaction? His angst, I guess, for working under Alero and the demands of the city and the blackguards just becoming an increasing problem for him. So he decided to...
Disgruntled.
Yeah, disgruntled, yes. He decided to take a holiday and adventure some on his own without letting Alero know, obviously.
He didn't want to go back.
Well,
Since he only took Tantine, all this is happening outside. I'm just kind of scoping out this split in the path, waiting
Okay.
for word from them.
Make a perception check, Derek. So being a cleric of Merkel, with the lay of the land and this fog, your clerical sensibilities also hone in on the fact that there is undead here. You can't narrow it down, but the area is just thick with it.
Makes sense.
can we see any direction somebody might have headed from this place?
So from this place, it looks like make a perception check to the camp, to the tent. So with the way that the bags are situated and how neat and orderly the backpack is and the items in the backpack, along with his working tools, they were very organized and put away properly. Within the tent, the bedroll is a mess. None of the blankets are tidied. It is just a total mess within the tent. And some of the blankets are strewn about, heading out like this way.
Kind of looks like there was a struggle there. And he was taken, maybe.
We have been having issues with the undead. Curious what exactly he was after out here.
I'm gonna roll one more survival check because you
Okay.
said the bare feet. I'm gonna look closer at these footprints and see if they look skeletal.
Okay. So some of the footprints seem to be a full foot, where next to it there's like a straight line, and then other footprints seem to be more clawed.
And what direction does the majority of them seem to be traveling on these two paths?
Back and forth.
All of it? Okay. Go ahead, Magrom. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Can we kind of see where the drags go from here?
So looking out the hut, you do see one of the tattered pieces of blanket is heading towards the keep instead of the cathedral.
Is the keep the thing not on the hill?
The tallest building is the chapel.
Okay.
So this one's the chapel, and the other one's the keep.
Looks like our man might be up in the keep.
We should probably investigate.
Let's go meet up with the others. Looks like our blacksmith was here.
What did you find?
Found his journal, and we found a campsite. It's kind of a mess, with indications that he's been dragged off to the keep, potentially.
I fear the bones may be walking among us. These prints are unnatural.
So we got what? Skeleton boogeyman kidnappers?
There's a good chance. And they need to be returned to Merkel.
Alright, Black One, what are we doing?
I want to go into the keep and find the blacksmith.
Lead the way.
It keeps up the right path, right?
Yes.
Gonna murder. Skeletons are dumb. Should we check this outcrop building? Look for more clues in here.
Okay, make a perception.
I'm gonna perch here like a gargoyle.
This looks to be a ruin taken by time. Anything that was in this building is deteriorated, destroyed.
Nothing of value that I can find.
Any old markings?
You do see... make a perception, actually.
Damn.
Not that you can see, no.
You think you're in a room, but you're not sure.
Yeah.
These stones are worn with time.
You have a subtle feeling that you are just a puppet in the game.
Toast, bring me that stone!
The stone.
The stone! The stone!
What stone?
Never mind. It's too old.
I'm gonna peek through the portcullis.
Okay, so the portcullis is ajar slightly. It's up about 1.5 feet. And through the portcullis you just see more ruins within this castle, the keep. A lot of cobblestones falling off the walls, wooden scraps.
Does it appear functional?
The portcullis does not. I mean, you can test it if you want.
Well, I mean, I'm not on the inside. I don't see how I could.
It's the bottom is open about 1.5 feet. That's about all you can discern.
Do we dare crawl under?
Can you fit?
Why don't we have the big guy try to lift it?
Okay. Alright, so he walks over, crouches down, and attempts to push it up higher.
Okay, make a strength check.
Then I'm gonna be ready with one of these rocks. Oh my god!
Dude, we're having some 20s tonight.
And
Fucking beast.
I lift at a higher level than myself. Like I'm considered like a large creature when I'm lifting.
Okay, so you position yourself. You know, you firmly plant both feet, and then you bend and grab the bottom of the portcullis. And with the leverage that you have with your height, you are able to use a lot of your legs for the lifting. And the portcullis creaks and moans in protest, but you are able to lift it up into the chamber to open it about 4 feet total. But not before the screeching sound of rusted metal scrapes against cobblestone in this otherwise completely quiet night.
Alright. Do we go inside?
I have a new vigor since the other night.
Well, I'm glad my money was well spent.
That sound can easily wake the dead, along with the living.
Your voice could wake the dead.
I'm gonna stealth through, I guess. Can't get but at the very
Like, is my mic loud? Do I have to turn it down?
No, it just felt like you could resurrect
Yeah.
your voice.
do I see anything?
Hang on, I'm trying to fix the
You just He-Man the door open.
yeah, he did. Okay, so what did you roll?
19 stealth.
Yes, you are able to meld within the shadows of the keep.
Do I see anything upon entering?
You do see a banner flying here. It is tattered, and ruined.
What are the colors?
The colors are black and yellow. It is a black banner with what looks to be a yellowed circle with yellow points coming out of the circle, almost like a sun.
Oh. Do I know what that is?
You do not.
Pretty. Gonna go peek my head in here.
I'm going to approach to the end of the gate now that Magrom has moved. Or the edge of the wall. Letting him have a breath.
You see more ruin within this room, Magrom, but you are starting to see furniture now that is destroyed or weathered, especially with the weather being able to access these rooms now that the keep is in full disrepair. Overturned chairs, some bookshelves that are collapsing, a couple of barrels.
Alright, I'm gonna move over to here.
Okay.
Anything in this room?
More of the same. This looks like it may have been a dining hall. There are larger tables.
Alright, I'm gonna stride over to this side and kind of hunker down.
Make me another stealth roll.
Okay.
Jumping from the moonlight that is encasing this area. Your foot catches the edge of a nailed piece of wood and catches it, and you do tumble into the rubbish here, the ruin here, and the sound of the fall seems incredibly loud to you with how quiet the night is. What do you do? So right now you're prone at the moment.
I roll desperately to here.
Okay.
Into the
Make
shadow.
Make an athletic roll. So pretty sloppily, you like Jack Black roll into the darkness and are able to realign with the shadows and hide your form again.
Oh my gosh.
What on earth did you roll?
You don't want to know.
Was it a 1?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh, we're getting a 20.
You got so lucky, dude.
Alright, well, this, calculated. I'm gonna look in here. What are the others doing, I guess, while I was flopping around?
This seems to be like a junk hallway where storage was kept. There's some crates, rotted crates with rotted things inside. You see some rats scurrying about.
I'm giving you a berth knowing that you're light-footed, but I will start to enter into the open area. Just me, though. The others are still scared outside the gate.
I'm gonna walk over to here now.
So how are you entering, Derek?
Walking in.
Just walking in?
Yep. So where I am right now, I just walked in.
Okay, so make a... you're not trying to be quiet about it at all?
No.
Okay, so I need everyone to make a charisma saving throw.
Somebody hit my dice. That's cheating. It was a 17.
So what was yours? Derek? 17?
Well, it's a 2. Somebody hit my dice.
Oh, okay. So Derek and Tantine, we need to go to a private table.
It's like we're going. Everybody's a seer again.
I don't know why I was stealthing if he's just gonna do that.
I mean, no, it makes sense, like, because he's a new guy to the group and he's, you know, he doesn't know you, so he's probably just like, who's this guy just stealthing around? And I'm just gonna...
Jack Blacking around the castle.
Yeah. It's like,
Overpowering.
Yes.
We must go to the chapel.
I'm still looking over here and I can't hear his raspy voice.
I turn around and just start walking towards the chapel.
Okay.
And I look in here.
Till stands in front of him and stops him. He's like, why are we going to the chapel now?
I was told to go to the chapel.
Who told you?
I must go to the chapel.
Oh.
Alright, so Toast is gonna, what the heck, so we cast Insight.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna just, something's off with Derek more than normal.
So looking at Derek, especially, you know, having known him for a few days now, this general throw caution to the wind approach is very unlike him. And looking at his eyes, they do seem to be slightly glazed over.
Alright, I was gonna do this, I was kind of stepping in front of Tantine and Derek, but Tantine already flew down there.
He snuck by.
Smack the shit out of him.
Alright, so yeah, Toast is smart, he just sounds dumb. So he knows something's up. So he's gonna basically cast
Uh, with his Furblog magic, he can cast Detect Magic.
On Derek?
Just in the area in general.
Okay.
If that's a thing. I'm not sure if I'm playing that right. Because I don't have anything that would.
So when you detect magic upon Derek, you do not notice anything magical about him, or the items that he carries. There's a slight emanation from the bones that he has, that you always see him with, but you do determine that he is under the influence of some kind of magical property at the moment.
I must get to the chapel.
Alright, so, Toast doesn't know what to do, so he goes to slap Derek.
Nice.
Okay, make a unarmed attack roll.
Well, that's not working.
So Magrom, looking into this hallway, you see an empty hallway that spans east and west of the keep. More rubble and ruin within. Yeah, okay. So you go to slap Derek, but
It's like a wake up call slap.
yeah. But he's a little shorter than you remember, so you go to slap what would be his head, but you just totally biff it and just slap the air above his head,
Ugh.
completely missing him.
My dude's like 6'2". How tall is he? That tall?
He's like 8 feet, 8 or 9.
Are you that tall? Jeez,
Yeah.
man.
I see him swatting at him, so I'm gonna scurry back.
Okay.
These, I believe they are under a spell. They want to go to the chapel.
I must go to the chapel.
And I start walking again.
Try slapping it out of them or something.
I'm gonna step in front of him and go, "Oi, mate.
Move out of the way. I need to get to the chapel.
What's the hurry there?"
I must go. Step aside.
Right. Of course.
I'm assuming that you're slightly resisting me. You're not stepping aside, right? Like
I'm not. No. I'm not. I'm not at all.
Stop.
I'm going to just refer to my bag here and tiddlywinks you.
Oh shit!
what is a tiddlywink?
Yeah. So a blue coiled rope unfolds from Magrom's hands, and they wrap. Are you doing his arms or his legs?
Just around his like torso and legs and stuff.
Okay. So the blue rope begins to envelop you, Derek. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
That's not good.
What's the DC save on it, Magrom?
15.
Okay,
Nice.
so the rope coils around your greaves and your torso, and it trips you up as you're walking, and starts to just bind you and entangle your movement. So you are, what's it considered, restrained, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get him off my legs, but it's like a magic rope essentially.
Yes, it is a magic rope.
No, I
and
must
then-
get to the chapel.
So Tantine, as you're heading, you pass Gertie, who was keeping an eye on the six as always. She says, "Tantine, where are you going?"
To the chapel.
I'm gonna. Oh.
And-
Gertie, stop him.
So she looks at you confused, but hops down.
Toast stays with Derek.
And she puts a hand on your shoulder, Tantine, to stop you. I thought we were checking the keep. What are you doing?
I must go check the chapel.
Well, if he's like that bag of bones up there, there's something going on now.
What do we do? What do you mean?
I only have
You must
one rope
untie me.
to stop him.
I need to go to the chapel. You must untie me.
Alright, so
While he's tied up, I go to slap him again.
Well, I'm thrown on the ground.
It's gonna be a crit.
Oh my gosh. Is that advantage on prone? I
Yes.
forget.
I think
Oh
it's
my
an
God.
auto crit, isn't
Roll it again.
uh,
I don't think so.
Restrained creature speed becomes 0 and it can't benefit from any
You
bonus.
suck.
Attack
If
rolls
you
against
sp-
the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Oh,
So you
okay.
have advantage.
He missed twice.
What the
I-
fuck?
He's too short. I can't. I'm not limber enough to bend down to slap him.
I'm rolling around trying to get him off, and you're squatting the air ground.
I'm gonna.
So
I'm gonna-
Gertie goes to stand in front of you, Tantine, and kind of tries to hold you at bay. Stop! What are you doing?
The chapel has something we need.
So do you push against her?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and make a strength. She's gonna resist and try to hold you back.
Where's the...
Oh man, so she puts an arm against your plated shoulder, and you feel her resistance for a second, but your legs tighten up, and you're able to push her aside, and she kind of backpedals and falls prone as you make your advance.
Chapel.
I quickly pull out my silk rope, and I
What a legit
And you lasso this
and
hog.
I lasso him.
Okay, go ahead.
What is
So
this?
make.
This-
What was this silk rope? What was that from?
I just
bought it.
bought a new rope.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, make a sleight of hand roll to see. Well, no, it'd be like an attack roll, I guess, because you're trying to throw the lasso around him from this
I guess.
distance. Yeah, go ahead.
Is that athletics or is that an attack roll?
I would say an attack roll because you're trying to. It's almost like you're trying to shoot him with a bolt or something.
Is that gonna be?
Like
just
Dex
my
modifier, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just do a 20 with +4. 22.
Okay, so that definitely gets around the top half of him, sliding over his shoulders, but not totally down to where his elbows are, so he can still have some mobility with his arms. And then the lasso tightens as you begin to walk away. Tantine, what do you do?
I want to continue walking.
Okay, so at this point it's a contest of strength.
I'm gonna quickly run over to this rock and kind of put it over it and make it like a pulley.
Okay.
Nice.
So go ahead and roll strength with advantage now, and Tantine roll strength.
You and your athletics.
So you begin to be pulled towards the rock as you start to run out of rope. Gertie comes up to assist you, so roll strength one more time with advantage. Same thing for you, Tantine.
What are these? What? 19.
Aww.
He wants to yank us.
Okay. So the rope goes taut against the rock, and with Gertie's help, you are able to stop Tantine. So Tantine, at this point, you cannot move forward any longer.
I'm still trying to slap Durik up here.
So Durik is wriggling around like a worm, a fish out
Is
of
there?
water.
Do I get to roll out of this? Has it been one turn? Is there any sort of?
Yeah, it's been one turn, so go ahead and make another dexterity.
Even though,
So that-
or he
it's-
just slapped me, whichever
Yeah,
one.
so that hits. Roll D4.
I think it's just a D 3.
I also
Roll a
reread
D4.
it. He can pick Dex or Strength.
Ooh, 4 points of damage. to
Ow,
his
man.
mug.
Alright.
So as you are struck, Derek, the fog in your brain lifts, and you no longer have a desire to go towards the chapel.
How do you feel?
What happened? Why am I tied up?
Hold on. Hey, slap him. Slap Tantine. It works.
Can you hold him?
I can try.
I quickly run over there and just start swatting him in the face.
I like multiply, like punching him in the back of the head.
So Tantine, you have your arms available to defend yourself if you wish.
I don't think I would. I mean, I would protect
I can't
myself
reach him.
and try to push him over.
Okay.
What do you
So,
want?
what did you roll, Prox?
A
Dumb
4.
Okay, 4. So
Well,
yeah, you go to
it's,
slap him, but he's
plus
determined, and your bare hand just slaps against his metal visor and deflects the blow.
While they're doing that, can I free Derek?
Should I try to push him?
I
I think I need
no,
the
you
commander.
cannot. You cannot. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, free Derek. He's good.
I think they're busy right now.
Okay.
I try to push him.
Okay. So
Does it-
16. Does that hit, Magrom?
Yeah.
Like a shove back. Okay. So you're pushed back. Gertie, the rope goes a little bit further, and you're able to inch up a bit. And Gertie says, "I can't hold him much longer."
I chuck a rock at him.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
I'm just gonna use the short bow for this.
Oh god!
Oh shit!
Critical rock.
Roll 2d4.
Hope it's 8.
Oh, nice. So the rock slams against. It's a small rock, so it's able to fit through the. You aim it perfectly to fly through the slight slit in his visor to hit his tender orc flesh under the metal helmet, and it creates a big gash on his nose. And Tantine, you are able to shake off the fog that is in your mind, and you come back to consciousness.
Oh my goodness! What
Sorry.
happened?
Sorry about your big honker there.
So
Why am
Gertie
why am I
lets go of the
tied up?
silken rope, sweat pouring off of her brow, her hands pretty calloused. What was that all about?
Oh, I don't know. There was some sort of enthrallment up in the keep, telling me to go to the chapel. Right? Chapel, yeah.
Well, what do we do? Do we go and stop whatever it is, or keep looking around?
I think we should keep looking around. I think it's to deter us from going further into the keep.
Alright.
But to have your mind about you.
I collect my silks. And
Okay.
I untie
Trickery
them.
in the air.
Oh, right. Is he good?
Yes.
Untie me. I don't even know how I got here.
Ring, 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 ring.
I let it.
He is hard. He is hard to hit.
Ow. Say please.
It's hard to hit.
Wittily tinks.
All right, so the blue rope uncoils from your form, Derek, and falls to the floor.
I collect it.
Okay.
And I put it back in my bag of hiding.
I
So
must
when I
say
ca-
that is a wonderful artifact that you have.
When I cast detect magic earlier, it's like a 30-foot radius. Was anything else glowing?
Not to your knowledge.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out
Just the bone.
my Lantern of Revealing.
Okay. I gotta find that card because I don't remember what it does.
Anything invisible I can see.
Okay.
Visible creatures and objects are visible.
Okay. So you open the hood of the lantern and you strike a flame with your flint and light the wick inside. A bluish glow emanates from the lantern. And you don't see anything clearly visible that wasn't there before in your current position.
Alright, I'm gonna lower the hood on it
Okay.
and proceed. I'm gonna head
Roll
towards
stealth.
the main area.
Okay. So here you see a large set of double doors. Large double doors. They are slightly ajar. And the old ruin smell from within fills your nostrils as you peek. Do you peek into the
I peek.
foyer? Okay. So what you can see from your vantage point, the way the door is ajar, you're able to oops. So you see what looks to be a door here that was destroyed, some pillars, a couple benches, and a banner, the same banner that you saw outside. But you see this ruin here, the door opens up into a side chamber of the keep grounds that you are currently in. It's a wraparound. It goes to an area where there's also an open staircase heading downward over here.
Alright. I'm going to head back to the Team America World Police and let them know what I saw. And then down, it looks like down into the mausoleum we go.
Yeah. Do you think we have enough information on this keep? I believe we should see what we're getting into behind us if we wish to explore this further.
You think we should go to the chapel?
At least investigate it. I would hate for something to come upon us while we're distracted in the lower levels of the keep, if that's where you wish to go.
You're under the spell too.
I must go.
What should we do, Tantine?
I fear it. I fear enthrallment if I go back in there.
I can try to slap you again.
I want to go deeper.
Into the keep?
Yeah.
That's up to you guys.
He wants to risk it for the biscuit.
My biscuit.
Oh, I pushed through.
Alright.
I went through the doorway. Did anything happen to me?
No.
Sweet.
Should we close the portcullis? Or would we stick?
Like we would get stuck?
Yeah.
I might.
We can use your rope.
Tiddlywinks.
Whittly tinks.
Alright.
Show us the way, Magrom.
Here's the stairs down.
Oh. Dude.
So Tantine, make a perception check.
Oh. $16.
So at the top of the stairs, you peek your visored helm, looking downward, and you hear a chittering noise coming from the room that the staircase leads to. The
Chittering.
volume.
Like were rats?
It is a chittering.
I hear chittering.
Chris gets bit again.
Does it sound?
So as you come to the bottom staircase, you see two skeletal figures. Looking at each other, their movements erratic.
Alright,
And
well,
just one turning to see you rushes you. So
yeah,
I need
let's
everyone
fight
to roll
'em.
initiative.
Fight.
All of us?
Yep.
Okay. Ew.
It's been some good music tonight.
Yeah.
What the fuck? This is so annoying. Okay. What the fuck? So D&D Beyond doesn't let you fucking roll anymore?
Is your extension just not working?
I had to exit out and redo mine.
Are you in the right browser? Also, I had
I'm
to
in
fix that.
Chrome.
I use Firefox.
Oh my god, the legacy skeleton works, but not the new one. What the fuck? Okay. Alright, what'd you guys roll?
18.
7.
15.
7.
Oh shit. Okay, so who had... Say it again for me, please.
Had a 18.
Okay. Toast,
7.
Derek,
15.
Magrom?
7.
Okay, Tantine, you're up first.
Oh yeah, how dare this one come toward me? I'm gonna swing my axe at his face.
Okay.
That's L12.
12 is a miss.
Wow. That was fun.
This fella's gonna click his teeth together in a chittering rambling and rush you with a screech, raising a long sword in his bony hand, and it is going to... Uh, 22.
Yeah, that hits me.
So he raises his short sword and brings it down upon your shoulder, hitting you for 6 points of damage. Derek.
Can I move past Magrom?
Ouch.
Yeah, there's enough room for you to squeeze by.
I gotta change my top plan. Alright, I guess I'll just go over here? Yeah, I fit. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, what's my movement? 30 feet? Yeah, that's alright, right? 5, 10.
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm gonna cast Toll of the Dead on the one in front of me, and the other one's within 5 feet. So with my Death Domain, it hits both of them.
Okay.
Why isn't that transferring over? Dang it. Let me do a reload quick, 1 second.
You just roll and add your modifier.
Yeah. There is no modifier for Toll of the Dead, so it's just... I'll do it on the first one. They have to roll, I'm sorry, they have to, Kyle knows more about this than I do. They have a DC, right? So they have to beat a 14.
Of what, Dex?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay, so the first skeleton rolls a 6.
So he takes 4 points of damage.
The other skeleton rolls a 16.
So he takes no damage.
Okay. So the bell rings above the skeleton, and you see bits of his skeletal frame chip away and fall to the floor.
It's not a bell with my guy. It's like a scythe. You know?
Oh, okay. So Gertie's gonna go. She is going to run and hop over this ledge here. So let's do an athletics. Ooh, a natural 20. So not only does she hop and land on the steps, her hooves clacking against the cobblestones, but she also tumbles down to stand next to Tantine in one fluid motion and make an attack against the skeleton. And miss. The skeleton is going to chop at Tantine. Uh, 14.
That does not hit.
Okay. Magrom.
Here we go. Can't see very well. Let's see. I guess I'll come.
Make a perception check right there, Magrom.
I'm just gonna toast the staircase.
With everyone in it.
Nice.
I perceive nothing.
Okay.
And I stab this skeleton.
Make an
Stab at
attack
the-
roll.
Am I in a position of advantage?
No,
Okay.
not at this position.
That's
a hit.
21.
That's a hit roll damage.
7.
So the poison does not affect this creature. Can you? What's the poison addition to that?
It only matters if I sneak attack, I think.
Oh, okay. So that was 7 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so your dagger finds a nice hold in the creature's rib cage. As you pull it back, like 5 ribs fall to the ground and shatter. He's looking pretty rough. Toast. Oops.
Alright, there's not enough room down there for me. So I'm gonna basically guard upstairs and keep a lookout and perceive if anything's coming.
Okay. So you're gonna hold your action?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, Tantine.
Oh.
Oh, hold you.
Alright, I will try to smack this bad boy again.
Which one?
The one closest to the bone boy. Derek.
Okay. That's a hit.
Nine damages.
Okay, so you bring your halberd, the axe, down upon the creature's skull, and the skeleton form shudders, and the body totally collapses down into one big pile of bones.
Do you want me to do it so that my hit dice, if my hit dice hits 1, I'd go crazy, or do you want me to roll a d20 after every attack?
No, it's only if your attack roll is a
Okay.
D1.
Got it.
So now that there's been a full round, Magrom, you hear a slapping sound behind you, and gelatinous ooze has detached itself from the ceiling, and is now behind you.
Nah.
That's the actual noise he makes.
I wanted it to be the cube.
Okay, this skeleton is going to attack Tantine. Uh, 8.
Does not hit.
Okay, Derek.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull the dead on the skeleton.
Okay.
So, roll your wisdom.
So does it have to be injured? Because this skeleton is not injured.
It does not have to be injured. It just does more
Okay.
damage if they are.
14.
That ties.
He
Beats it,
rolled.
beats it. Yeah.
And that's my action, so I face towards this ooze.
Okay. 30 is going to miss again. He is dead. Magrom.
I'm gonna cunning action disengage,
Okay.
and then position myself behind this guy
Okay.
and attackaroo.
That hits.
25. And sneak attack. Poison. And then damage.
So they can't do the poison because it's a skeleton.
Okay. So just that is 13.
Points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay, so that skeleton also. Your rib cage just severs its spine and it collapses into a pile of bones. Toast.
Is there anything out here that I'm perceiving?
Make a perception. You do see movement in here, and it seems to be heading your way.
Alright, so I'm still holding my action, but I get my weapon ready. I say, Shablagoo. And cast Shillelagh on it. So make my weapon magical if they something does pop their head out.
Okay, so now your staff is under the Shillelagh enchantment.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a bonus action, so I'm just holding my...
Still holding your action.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so the slopping ooze is going to advance and attack Derek. Oh my god, this is so stupid. Okay. It's gonna stretch forth a pseudopod and slap you. Ooh, natural 20. Woof.
Woof, woof.
Oh my god. So that's 13 points of damage. And 8 points of acid damage. And what armor are you wearing, Derek?
Scale.
Okay, so your armor class is reduced by 1 now also. As the gelatinous entity slaps against your scale mail, you hear a hissing noise, and you see part of your chain shirt smoking from the attack. Tantine.
Oh, there's a little smoker. He's the only new threat we perceive.
At this time, yeah.
A gelatinous cube. Hey, attack. 22 to hit.
Hits.
13 damages.
Oh my god, okay. He's done. Not the ooze, that skeleton.
Yeah.
Great. Go ahead.
Alright, I will call out to Merkel. Merkel, rot away this ooze! And I will, hold on, let me 1 second. Yeah, it's necromancy. Yeah, and then I stick my hand inside the ooze, trying to cause severe pain within it.
Okay. So you
Casting
stretch your
inflict wounds.
Okay. What do I need to do? Or what do you need to do?
That's an attack roll for me. It's a melee attack, so I think it's just AC, right?
Yep.
It's just +6 since my D&D Beyond isn't working. That sucks!
9 hits.
Oh, nice! Oh, gosh. Alright. Doing 18 points of damage.
Okay, so as you thrust your fist into this ooze, You see the metal of your gauntlet start to hiss and smoke, but as you stretch forth your fingers to release the energy of the wound, a brief skull forms within the ooze in testament to Merkel, and the ooze explodes into a bunch of tiny little particles, basically just pasting itself, and it is destroyed.
The destroyer.
I look around the room.
Okay, so this looks to be a ready room with maybe a makeshift armory or supplies were put here. It looks to be a repaired furnace, smithy area with the structure in the middle.
How dark is it in here?
As dark as it is right now. You can
There
only
is-
really see so you can only see with torchlight.
Alright, I cast light in the middle of the room.
Okay.
All right, so are they done?
Yes, they are done.
All right, anybody call up to me?
I don't know if you can add an actual light or not.
A toast. We took care
Yeah.
of what was down here.
All right, I did see something in a room up here. Some movement.
Crikey.
Or I saw some movement.
Big guy says he saw something.
My goodness. Upstairs, where we just came from?
Yeah.
Guess we should go check it out.
Where'd you
All right,
see
so
it?
in this room, I'm just gonna cast the bonfire right in the middle,
Okay.
just
So
so
with
so there's light in there.
Merkel light also.
Oh yeah, it's definitely like a blue light for sure.
You gonna leave your lights down here?
It doesn't matter. They fade away after a while.
Is anyone in need of healing?
Put my bones back together.
You need healing?
I'm bleeding everywhere. I crawled up the stairs.
All right, so I turn around and I also cast Cure Wounds. All right, 1d8 plus 4. All right, so 9.
Sick.
Okay, so you cure him of his
Merkel blesses
mortal
you.
wounds.
I go back and I throw the bonfire up again just to get some light in the room. There was
Down
movement in here. Right? This was the room you pointed to?
No, this one.
Where?
Or wait, hang on. Sorry, I got.
I thought you
turned
pointed in this room.
around. Where are you guys? This room here. Wasn't it? Where are you?
Right here.
We're south over here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you said there was just something in the moving in this dark room next to us.
No, I meant this one. I'm sorry. Over here. It was across from where you were. Across the keep grounds in the middle.
Alright, there's something over there, across there. We can either go down, or we can go across. It is up to you.
It is getting darker outside now. as the night continues on.
Well, I hate to be a party pooper, but I think this is a good stopping point.
That's up to y'all. It's midnight.
But the bones.
No, I don't care. It is what it is. If people gotta sleep, we sleep.